What's up, everybody? This is John with Archer Film. Thank you so much to all my subscribers. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. So this film, I thought, was a return to form for Martin Scorsese. It actually won him the Oscar for the first time. It is The Departed, a great crime thriller based on the Hong Kong film Infernal Affairs. It was written by William Monahan. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Jack Nicholson, Martin Sheen, Ray Winstone, Anthony Anderson, Vera Farmiga, Alec Baldwin, among others. It is fantastic. It's a really fun thriller. It's the kind that you can watch over and over again. Now, there's one, maybe two incredibly horrible flaws that I think Scorsese should have known better. One's a storytelling element, and one is just very sloppy directing, in my opinion, that you just know that he's better than. It's really not a lot of plot going on. It's basically, the Stadies, the Irish Mafia, and, all that stuff is almost like smoke and mirrors. It's intriguing, it's interesting. You have good people pretending to be bad people pretending to be good, etc. And, if you've not seen the movie, spoilers. Jack Nicholson as Costello, he's playing all sides against each other because that's what these scumbags do. Loosely based on Whitey Bulger, apparently, but he just gives a great performance. It's one of his most iconic, I think. And what's interesting about this movie, the way the storytellers choose to show Leo and Matt Damon's difference as to what they're doing. So Matt Damon is clearly the rat who's willing to do anything for his own advancement and protection, and Leo is risking everything to do what he thinks is right. Now, Vera Farmiga, she has an affair with both of them. The funny thing is she has a relationship with Matt Damon's character, who's the rat, and he's impotent, which I think is a clever way of showing that, whatever he's doing is affecting his soul, his body, whether he knows it or not. And, of course, Leo being the sort of good guy, he's got a lot of vigor, let's say, and that's because he knows he's doing what's right, even if it's very dangerous. Now, it's what makes the movie so fascinating to me is the character work. The characters, they're just very fascinating and fun to watch, and that makes it really engaging the whole time. I can watch this movie over and over because the scenes and the characters are just so excellently portrayed. The big problems. Now, if you've not seen this, you can turn it off now, but there are two very big issues that I had that kind of stopped this from being maybe the best crime thriller ever, and it's the very ending shot, which is just laughable. It's right after Mark Wahlberg comes in and kills Matt Damon, and we see literally a rat walking on the sort of the guy's balcony who was the rat. And I'm like, really? Do we need to, I don't understand what that means. Is that Matt Damon was the rat because it's at his house? Or we just saw it after Mark Wahlberg came in, so maybe he's a rat, but I don't think so because there's nothing in the rest of the movie that would have alluded to that. So why the rat? It's just kind of almost tongue-in-cheek and silly, but I feel like the tone of the movie was too good to have something like that at the end. There was almost satirical. I just felt like tonally showing the rat didn't work. So I hated that part. It took me out because it's the last thing you see. The other thing that I thought was they missed a great opportunity was when Leo's character, spoiler, when Leo's character gets shot. And the other character, you realize it's a cool moment and it's a shock because you think he's about to get away with it. I think it's James Badge Dale that shoots him. And the idea is he's oh, what, you thought you were the only one, on the inside because he's been also an informant or a bad guy or whatever. And I was oh, that's so cheap. Because there's a line earlier where, Matt Damon's always egging this guy on, wear a nice suit, you're not going to get ahead this way. And I'd like to have seen it as his sort of character, trying to get ahead by doing something like this instead of already being a rat, because that just kind of was a blanket, oh, we don't know how many guys are on the inside that are criminals and working both sides. So that kind of part, that ruined it for me as well. But anyway, other than those two moments, it's still a vastly entertaining movie. Nicholson kills it. The rest of the cast kills it. It's just fun. Lots of surprises and shocks, and one of Scorsese's best, in my opinion. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video.